Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Golden Bachelorette. Pascal Ibgui isn't husband material. His ego could be a red flag in a future marriage. Pascal Ibgui's early departure from the Golden Bachelorette may have cost him his only chance at finding love. The charismatic salon owner made a strong impression with the blunt humor he delivered with a charming French accent. He won Joan Vassos over with his confidence and zest for adventure, which reminded her of her late husband. Although Pascal had a good chance of securing a future with Joan, he couldn't recover from his tumultuous past enough to open his heart up to her. Pascal made it into the final three and joined Joan in Tahiti alongside his fellow The Golden Bachelorette Season 1 finalists Kai Gansard and Chalk Chapel. But on the night of their overnight date, Pascal announced he was withdrawing from the competition. He confessed he didn't feel as strongly towards Joan as he should, leaving her heartbroken and questioning whether she was worthy of love. Pascal's exit, as well as his comments since his departure, left viewers wondering whether he is capable of being in a relationship at all. Upon his arrival at the mansion, Pascal was shocked to find there was no housekeeper to do the chores. He admitted he hadn't done his own cooking or cleaning in years. Pascal is accustomed to luxury, but his life hasn't always been this glamorous. Pascal was born in Paris to humble beginnings. After moving to America, he worked hard to secure a more comfortable life for himself and his children. Pascal is the owner of Pascal Pour Elle in Chicago, which has become wildly successful. His popularity was obvious when Joan visited the salon during Pascal's hometown date. Both employees and clients adore Pascal, and his captivating presence in the salon shows how magnetic his personality is. Pascal has worked hard for his wealth, which allows him to outsource mundane, everyday activities like cooking and cleaning. But he will be hard-pressed to find a spouse who doesn't expect him to contribute to the household. Many couples bond over cooking a meal or taking care of their homes. Pascal's distaste for everyday chores would make him an unattractive choice for a husband. When it comes to his search for a partner, Pascal isn't shy about making his preferences known. During an interview with Us Weekly, Pascal claimed he would be interested in starring in The Golden Bachelor with one catch: a lower age range. Pascal even remarked, "I don't go out with a 72-year-old woman." Pascal is 69, which means he wouldn't date a woman only 3 years older than him. Pascal's comments were shocking, considering he rose to fame on a dating competition for the older generation. It's incredibly shallow of Pascal to write off an entire age group. His comments suggest he has little flexibility when it comes to dating and may have other difficult requirements for things like physical appearance or financial status. Pascal further elaborated that younger singles are more likely to relocate and adapt to his lifestyle. While he makes a valid point, Pascal is making a blanket statement that eliminates a large portion of the dating pool. He's putting himself at a disadvantage that may prevent him from pursuing a relationship with somebody who is otherwise perfect. Pascal's ego will potentially prevent him from ever finding the perfect woman. Joan was attracted to Pascal, but he gave it up. He may not have realized that Joan was the best chance he had at finding love again. Given Pascal's inflated ego, it's possible that he lied about not having feelings for Joan and was instead protecting himself from rejection. By giving up his chance with Joan, Pascal made his search for a new partner even more difficult. Pascal and Joan had a genuine connection that he threw away. He broke her heart, then further damaged his reputation by making disparaging remarks about his co-stars and older women. Part of Pascal's charm is his big personality and self-confidence. However, his recent comments make it apparent those same traits are hurting his chances of finding love. Pascal had the opportunity of a lifetime on The Golden Bachelorette, and unfortunately, his ego caused him to throw it away. Pascal Ibgui, the suave and stylish salon owner who's made waves on The Golden Bachelorette, is undeniably captivating. With his impeccable style, international flair, and a twinkle in his eye that rivals the sparkle of his custom Italian loafers. Pascal initially appeared to be every woman's dream man. But as the weeks on the show unfolded, a pattern emerged. One that left viewers, and perhaps even Joan Vassos, questioning if the charming Frenchman is truly husband material. Behind the polished exterior and perfectly coiffed hair lies a man whose ego might just be his Achilles heel. Let's dive into the reasons why Pascal's larger-than-life persona could be a red flag in a future marriage. The allure of Pascal. From the moment Pascal stepped out of the limo on night one, he exuded confidence. He handed Joan a single red rose, a subtle nod to romance without overshadowing the season's first impression rose, and delivered a line in French that melted hearts across America. Joan was visibly intrigued, leaning into his charm as he promised to show her a life of elegance and adventure. Over the next few episodes, Pascal continued to dazzle. He shared stories of jet-setting to Paris, owning a successful chain of salons, and mingling with A-list clients. His charisma was undeniable, and his ability to sweep Joan off her feet with grand gestures, like serenading her with a French ballad during a one-on-one date, kept him at the forefront of her affections. But beneath the romantic gestures and polished veneer, Pascal's ego began to emerge, casting doubt on his readiness for a lifelong partnership. A portrait of an ego unchecked. Pascal's confidence, initially refreshing, started to veer into arrogance as the competition heated up. During group dates, he often monopolized Joan's attention, leaving other contestants frustrated. While it's normal for contestants to vie for the lead's affection, Pascal's approach felt more like a performance than genuine connection building. One memorable instance occurred during the group art class date. While the other men focused on creating meaningful pieces inspired by Joan, Pascal created a self-portrait. When asked about his choice, he shrugged and said, "Joan deserves to see the beauty she'll wake up to every day." Though Joan laughed it off, the moment left fans questioning whether Pascal was more interested in himself than in her. Competitive spirit or toxic masculinity. As the weeks went on, Pascal's competitive streak intensified. In the infamous Love Olympics date, Pascal took every challenge to heart, even the silly ones meant to evoke laughter and camaraderie. While other contestants embraced the humor of racing in oversized heart-shaped costumes, Pascal became visibly irritated when he didn't win, muttering under his breath about the childishness of the activities. His behavior during the final relay, when he aggressively knocked another contestant off the balance beam to secure victory, didn't go unnoticed. Joan seemed taken aback, and fans flooded social media, labeling Pascal's behavior as red flag central. One Twitter user quipped, "Pascal is the guy who turned every board game night into a war zone. Not exactly husband material." The future Mrs. Ibgui conversation. Perhaps the most telling moment came during a one-on-one dinner where Joan asked Pascal about his vision for a future marriage. His answer, while eloquent, raised eyebrows. "The woman I marry will complement my life perfectly. She will be my muse, my partner, and my biggest supporter as I continue to grow my empire. Together, we will travel the world, living a life of luxury and passion." While his response sounded poetic, it was glaringly focused on his life and achievements. Joan pressed him further, asking what role he envisioned playing in his wife's dreams. Pascal hesitated before responding. "Her dreams will naturally align with mine. That's how true love works." To some, it was a romantic notion. To others, it revealed an underlying expectation for his partner to fit into his narrative, rather than creating a shared one. The salon owner and the spotlight. Pascal's ego also seemed tied to his professional success. As a salon mogul, he's used to being in control, calling the shots, and having people cater to his vision. This dynamic, while impressive in a business setting, might not translate well to a marriage based on equality and compromise. Several contestants on the Golden Bachelorette even commented on Pascal's need to dominate conversations and group dynamics. Mark Anderson, one of Joan's quieter suitors, described Pascal as the guy who talks over you when you're trying to answer a question he asked. This need for control could pose significant challenges in a relationship where mutual respect and communication are key. The ego's impact on Joan. While Joan initially seemed enchanted by Pascal's charm, her body language and reactions in recent episodes suggest she's beginning to